She posted a TikTok, rating me 6 out of 10 and calling me her practice boyfriend, so I broke up with her that night. Now she's broke, alone, and begging. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I never thought I'd be writing one of these posts, but here we are. This happened 6 months ago, and I'm finally ready to share the whole story. Names changed for obvious reasons. For 3 years, I supported my girlfriend Emma's dream of becoming an influencer. I'm talking real support. I bought her ring lights, a decent camera, paid for editing software subscriptions, and covered most of our rent so she could focus on building her brand. I worked overtime at my marketing job to make sure she had everything she needed. I genuinely believed in her, even when her follower count barely hit 10K after 2 years. Emma was always beautiful, the kind of girl who turned heads when we walked into a room. She had this infectious energy that drew people in, and I was proud to be with her. Sure, she could be a little self-centered sometimes, but I chalked it up to the pressure of trying to make it in a competitive space. I thought we were building something together. The whole thing started unraveling on a Tuesday evening in March. I was at the gym when my buddy Ryan texted me. Dude, you need to see this. Emma posted something, just call me. I tried calling him back, but he didn't pick up. Then I got a text from my coworker Lisa. Hey, someone sent me this TikTok. Are you okay? My stomach dropped. I immediately opened TikTok and searched for Emma's account. There it was, a video posted 3 hours earlier with 50K views and climbing. The caption read, "Rating my dating history, brutal honesty edition nail polish sparkles. I sat in my car in the gym parking lot and watched my 3-year relationship get destroyed in 60 seconds. The video showed Emma sitting in our apartment, the apartment I was paying for, with photos of her ex-boyfriends arranged in front of her. She went through each one, giving them ratings out of 10. Her high school boyfriend got a 4, sweet but had no ambition. Her college ex got a 7, hot but emotionally unavailable. Then she held up a photo of me. This is Jake, she said, smiling at the camera. He's been my boyfriend for 3 years. I'd rate him a solid 6 out of 10. Super sweet, very supportive of my dreams, but honestly, kind of boring. He plays it too safe, you know? Never takes risks. I felt sick, but it got worse. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, she continued, Jake has been more of a placeholder while I figured out what I actually deserved. He's comfortable, but comfortable isn't what I want anymore. The video cut to her holding up a photo I'd never seen before, some guy with perfect hair and a jawline that looked like it was carved from marble. This is Marcus, she said, practically glowing. He's been doing my photography for the past 2 months, and let me tell you, he's a solid 10. Everything about him is just elevated. He takes risks, he's ambitious, he knows what he wants. We've been spending a lot of time together, and I think I finally understand what real chemistry feels like. The video ended with her winking at the camera. Sometimes you have to go through the practice rounds to find the real deal. Sorry, not sorry. Kiss Mark. I sat there for maybe 10 minutes, just staring at my phone. 3 years. 3 years of supporting her dreams, paying her bills, believing in her when nobody else did. And I was a practice boyfriend. A placeholder. A 6 out of 10. The comments were brutal. People were calling her out for being ungrateful, for humiliating me publicly, for cheating. But there were also plenty of people praising her for knowing her worth and not settling. I screenshotted everything, then drove home. Emma was in the kitchen when I walked in, making herself a smoothie like it was any other day. She looked up and smiled. Hey babe, how was the gym? I posted this TikTok earlier that's doing really well. I think I might actually go viral this time. I pulled out my phone and showed her the video. I already saw it. Her face changed instantly. The smile disappeared, replaced by something that looked almost like panic. Jake, I can explain. You called me a placeholder, I said, keeping my voice steady. You said you've been cheating with Marcus for 2 months. You rated our 3-year relationship a 6 out of 10 and posted it for the world to see. It's just content, Jake. You're taking it too seriously. She tried to laugh it off, but I could see the fear in her eyes. Social media isn't real life. You told 50,000 people that you've been cheating on me. That seems pretty real. Okay, look, she said, setting down her smoothie and moving closer. Marcus and I have been working together. Yes. And maybe there's been some tension, but nothing physical has happened. It's just for the video, you know? Drama gets views. So you're lying to your followers? Or you're lying to me? She opened her mouth, then closed it. For the first time in our relationship, Emma was speechless. I was going to tell you eventually, she finally said. You were my practice boyfriend while I figured out what I actually deserved. That's not necessarily a bad thing, Jake. You helped me grow. Something cold settled in my chest. Then we're done. Pack your things. Wait, what? You can't just throw away 3 years over some stupid video. I'm not throwing anything away. You already did that when you decided to humiliate me online and cheat with your photographer. Jake, please. Let's talk about this rationally. You're being emotional. I'm being rational. I'm rationally deciding that I deserve better than someone who thinks I'm a placeholder. She stared at me for a long moment, and I could see her calculating. This wasn't how she'd expected this conversation to go. Fine, she said, her voice turning cold. Maybe this is for the best. Maybe I do deserve better than someone who can't handle their girlfriend being ambitious and honest about her feelings. You have 48 hours to get your stuff out. You're being ridiculous, Jake. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know. Maybe Marcus can help you figure it out. That night, I called my phone company and removed Emma from my plan. I canceled the credit card she used for her business expenses. I changed all my passwords and removed her access to my Netflix, Spotify, and Adobe subscriptions. I wasn't being vindictive. I was just stopping the financial support for someone who saw me as a placeholder. Emma spent the next 2 days frantically packing and making phone calls. I heard her crying in the bedroom, heard her on the phone with her sister, heard her trying to reach Marcus. I didn't engage. I slept on the couch and went to work like normal. On Thursday evening, she tried one more time. Jake, I made a mistake. The video was stupid, and I shouldn't have posted it. Can we please talk about this? There's nothing to talk about. You told the world exactly how you feel about me and about us. I believe you. I was just trying to create content. It wasn't real. Which part wasn't real? The part where you called me boring, or the part where you've been seeing Marcus behind my back? She didn't answer. Your stuff needs to be out by tomorrow evening. True to her word, she was gone by Friday night. She left the key on the kitchen counter along with a note that said, I'm sorry. I love you. I threw the note away. The next few weeks were weird. I kept expecting to feel devastated, but mostly I felt relieved. I started sleeping better. I stopped walking on eggshells around someone else's mood. I picked up hobbies I'd abandoned. I realized how much mental energy I'd been spending on managing Emma's emotions and supporting her dreams while neglecting my own. Meanwhile, Emma's TikTok situation was spiraling. The video had gone viral, but not in the way she'd wanted. People were roasting her in the comments, calling her ungrateful and cruel. Other creators were making response videos about her behavior. Someone even found Marcus's Instagram and discovered he had a girlfriend, a gorgeous model named Sophia, who'd been posting couple photos with him for months. Emma's follower count actually went up initially, but then it started dropping fast. Brands started pulling out of partnerships. Her part-time job at a boutique let her go after customers started recognizing her as that girl from TikTok who humiliated her boyfriend. About a month after the breakup, the text started, Jake, I made a huge mistake. Marcus was never serious about me. Can we please talk? I see now that you were the best thing in my life. I was stupid and immature. I lost my job because of that stupid video. I can't afford my rent. I have nowhere to go. I didn't respond to any of them. Then came the phone calls. Emma would call at all hours, sometimes crying, sometimes angry, sometimes trying to sound casual like we were still friends. I blocked her number after the 5th call. 2 months post-breakup, her sister called me. Jake, I know Emma messed up, but she's really struggling right now. She's been staying on my couch for weeks, and she's depressed. She keeps talking about how you were the only person who ever really supported her dreams. I'm sorry she's having a hard time, I said. But that's not my responsibility anymore. Don't you think you're being a little harsh? She made one mistake. She didn't make a mistake. She made a choice. Multiple choices, actually. She chose to cheat. She chose to humiliate me publicly. And she chose to call me a placeholder. Now she's living with the consequences of those choices. She's family, Jake. Don't you care about her at all? I cared about her for 3 years. I supported her dreams, paid her bills, and believed in her when nobody else did. And she repaid that by treating me like I was disposable. I'm not responsible for fixing the mess she created. Emma's sister hung up on me. Around month 3, Emma started showing up places. She'd appear at my gym, at the coffee shop I went to on weekends, even at my office building. She never approached me directly, but she positioned herself where I'd have to see her. She looked rough, thinner, tired, like she wasn't sleeping well. The few times our eyes met, she'd give me this hopeful smile, like we were old friends who just happened to run into each other. I'd nod politely and keep walking. One day she followed me to my car. "Jake, please. Just 5 minutes. I know I hurt you, but we had 3 good years together. Doesn't that count for something?" It did count for something. Until you decided it didn't. I was confused and stupid. I thought I wanted something different, but I was wrong. Marcus turned out to be a complete asshole. He was using me for content, and when his girlfriend found out, he dropped me like I was nothing. "I'm sorry that happened to you." "Are you?" "Because you don't seem sorry. You seem like you don't care about me at all anymore." "I don't." She flinched like I'd slapped her. "How can you say that? After everything we shared was real for me. But you made it clear that it was just practice for you. So now you're free to find whatever it is you think you deserve." "I deserve you," she said, her voice breaking. "I know that now. I was an idiot, but I learned my lesson. Doesn't everyone deserve a second chance? Some things can't be fixed, Emma. You can't unsay what you said or undo what you did. You showed me exactly who you are and what you think of me. I believe you. So that's it. You're just going to throw away 3 years because of one stupid video." "I'm not throwing anything away. You already did that." She started crying then, but I got in my car and drove away. The final encounter happened last weekend at our mutual friend Sarah's housewarming party. I'd been seeing someone new, a woman named Rachel who worked in my building. We'd been taking things slow, but she was everything Emma wasn't: supportive, genuine, secure in herself. She didn't need constant validation or financial support. She had her own dreams and her own life, and she made space for mine too. Rachel and I walked into the party together, and I immediately spotted Emma across the room. She was talking to Sarah, but her eyes were on me. She looked like she'd lost even more weight, and her hair was different, shorter, less styled. She wasn't glowing anymore. "Is that her?" Rachel asked quietly. She knew the whole story. "Yeah, that's her. She's beautiful." "She is. But that's not enough." Emma made her way over to us about an hour into the party. Rachel had gone to get us drinks, so I was standing alone by the window. "Hi, Jake." "Emma, you look good." "Happy." "I am." "Is that your girlfriend?" "She seems nice." "She is." Emma took a shaky breath. "I've been thinking about what you said, about how some things can't be fixed. And I think you're right. I can't undo what I did." "No, you can't. But I want you to know that I understand now. What I had with you was real. It was the most real thing I've ever had. And I threw it away because I was chasing something that didn't exist." "Okay. I see you with her, and I can tell she makes you happy. The way you look at her. You used to look at me like that." "I did." "I'm sorry, Jake. I'm not asking for forgiveness or for another chance. I just wanted you to know that I understand now what I lost. And I'm sorry it took losing you to figure it out." Rachel appeared at my side then, handing me a drink and smiling at Emma with genuine warmth. "You must be Emma," she said. "I'm Rachel. Jake's told me a lot about you." Emma's face crumpled slightly, but she managed to smile. "Nice to meet you. You seem perfect for each other." "We're taking it day by day," Rachel said. "But I feel pretty lucky." Emma nodded and looked back at me. "I should go." "Take care of yourself, Jake." "You too, Emma." She walked away, and I watched her leave the party alone. "Are you okay?" Rachel asked. "Yeah, I'm good." And I realized I meant it. I felt no anger, no sadness, no regret. Emma had become exactly what she'd always been in that TikTok video: a memory, a lesson, a chapter that was closed. Sometimes people show you exactly who they are, and the kindest thing you can do is believe them. Emma showed me that I was a placeholder, a practice boyfriend, a 6 out of 10. So I let her go find her 10. I don't think about her anymore. I don't wonder what she's doing or whether she's okay. I don't check her social media or ask our mutual friends about her. She's become what she always said I was to her: irrelevant. The difference is, I never posted a TikTok about it. Update: a few people have asked about Emma's current situation. From what I've heard through mutual friends, she's working at a different retail job and living with roommates. Her social media following never recovered, and she's basically given up on the influencer dream. She's dating someone new, but apparently it's not going well. I genuinely hope she finds happiness. Not because I still have feelings for her, but because holding on to anger would only hurt me. I learned a lot from our relationship, mostly about what I will and won't accept from a partner. Rachel and I are talking about moving in together, and I've never felt more confident about what I want in life. Sometimes the best revenge is just living well. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button.